Hi everyone, I'm finally doing a sketchbook tour that I should have done many months ago. I'm glad that I finally finished it and that it's ready to be seen publicly. I had several goals set for the sketchbook and I was able to achieve 3 of them out of 5, which is not perfect but definitely pretty good. These are some watercolor and pencil drawings that I did for first pages of my sketchbook. On the next page we have some swatches of acrylics, watercolor, gouache and alcohol markers, which I didn't use much in the sketchbook, but there are still several pages filled with them. On these pages we have some pencil sketches and alcohol marker drawings. I forgot to mention that there's no chronology in the sketchbook because I made the sketchbook with several different papers, 3 different papers. Some of them are for sketching, while others are for markers and watercolor. None of them were good enough for gouache painting. I filmed a video about a gouache challenge when I was learning gouache for 2 weeks, and some pages are filled with a lot of gouache paintings, but there are some pages that have nothing to do with this challenge. This was supposed to be 𝓫𝓫 from One Piece, if you know this show, but none of these sketches look like the actor that was playing the character. This scene is from Skillshare class. I was taking several Skillshare classes during 2 weeks of the gouache challenge. This page was filled later with different kinds of sketches. This is my cat Gigi in different poses. On the first page I used a pencil, and on the second page I tried sketching him with a pen. Here are some pencil sketches again. And these are my avocado trees from my kitchen. This painting was also a part of that gouache challenge. This was one of the worst days of the challenge. I didn't feel like I did a good job. This page was also close to a failure because I didn't achieve the results I wanted. Although for the sake of practice, I'm glad this page exists. These drawings are just results of following tutorials to practice gouache more, and I think they look pretty well. These are the sketches of the same bird from different sides, and on this page I practiced with acrylic markers. As for this landscape, I painted it on the last day of the gouache challenge. The gap between these 2 pages are several months. Acrylic markers again, and the right page is the part of the gouache challenge. I was learning how to paint these landscapes with gouache from a Skillshare class that I was taking during my 2 weeks gouache challenge. These are some random pencil sketches. These are painted with acrylic markers from 𝑅𝑡𝑒x. These pages are filled with acrylics as well, except for the clouds, which was painted with gouache. Here we have 𝓫𝓸 𝓵 and another gouache painting from the challenge. This is some random sketch page again, along with a little collage of Bella Baxter with oil pastels. These pages are from my human anatomy practice challenge that I also made a video about. I practiced a lot every day, used some ♭videos as well as other teachers' videos. I don't really remember the names, but if you check out the video you will see all the names in the description box. I also used Morpho anatomy book for this challenge. At the end of the challenge, I sketched several figures from imagination to check whether I learned something from it, and I think I did. I think I learned something. Because these figures kinda look like humans. Here we have some watercolor and gouache practices. I like how this simple pencil drawing turned out. And I also like these glittery stars on this painting. Here we have a page of gouache paintings of things that I love to eat. More pages filled with pencil sketches. These are actually the first 2 pages where I swatched and tested acrylic markers for the first time. Here we have acrylic markers and color pencils again. This is my favorite Bella Baxter portrait that I did with color pencils. On the right page I tried character design with alcohol markers. On these pages I painted 4 different scenes with gouache from one of my favorite Studio Ghibli movies and filmed the whole process. On the left side I practiced with alcohol markers, and on the right I did some acrylic marker drawings. Color pencil sketches again. These are blobs and drawings from imagination, and my favorite ones are these two red faces and the hug. I started painting Hal with gouache, but then kept going and finished it with acrylic markers. These are some random sketches with pencils, and I'm still not good at cat profiles, as you can see. I remember how I enjoyed filling this page. And on the right side, we have a gouache painting that I did for my previous video. As for this painting, I did this on the last day of my 2 weeks gouache challenge. This is one of my favorite pages filled with pencil sketches. These pages were made for showcasing Arctic's acrylic markers, and honestly I do not like how this painting turned out because it has nothing to do with my style or the styles that I generally like. This is Gigi again, and I love how this one turned out. Here I just filled space with wild berries. This is another page of gouache practice, and I made this painting before this one to see how it would look painted in gouache. These are sketches from my first art date, and this is the final page of my sketchbook, the evidence that this sketchbook is finished. I'm officially ready to start a new one. Thanks for watching, bye!